Top 10 survival stories ever told are wild because every single one sounds impossible. And somehow, real people still made it back alive. At number 10, Julian Kepka survived a plane crash in Peru in 1971, fell into the rainforest still strapped to her seat, then walked alone for 11 days until she found help. At number 9, Aaron Ralston got trapped by a boulder in Utah and survived by cutting off his own arm after 5 days, which still feels hard to even say out loud. At number 8, Stephen Callahan drifted alone in the Atlantic Ocean for 76 days after his boat sank, and he stayed alive by catching fish and collecting rainwater. At number 7, Beck Weathers was left for dead during the 1996 Everest disaster, but he somehow woke up, walked back through a storm, and survived injuries that should have killed him. At number 6, Poon Lim spent 133 days alone on a small raft during World War II, and he survived with almost nothing in the open ocean. At number 5, the Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571 survivors crashed in the Andes in 1972, and the people who lived through it endured freezing cold, avalanches, and starvation for 72 days before rescue came. At number 4, Mauro Prosperi got lost during a marathon across the Sahara Desert in 1994, and he survived for more than a week by finding shelter and doing whatever he could to stay alive. At number 3, Lincoln Hall was also left for dead on Everest in 2006. But the next day, rescuers found him sitting up and talking, which honestly sounds unreal. At number 2, Alexander Selkirk was stranded alone on an island for more than 4 years in the early 1700s, and his story later helped inspire Robinson Crusoe. And at number 1, Hugh Glass survived a brutal bear attack in 1823, then crawled and dragged himself for weeks across the wilderness with terrible injuries just to stay alive. What gets me about these stories is that survival usually was not one big heroic moment. It was just one more step, one more hour, and one more reason not to give up.